Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie. In this lesson, we are going to be looking at the verb to be in the present tense, but in the negative form using the contractions. Okay, so let's get our work screen ready here. This is pronunciation of contractions to be present tense in the negative form. Now, the reason I'm devoting a whole lesson to this topic is because I find that so many of my students don't pronounce the contractions right to the end. But in English, we use a lot of contractions, and we actually have to bring them to the very end in the pronunciation. So I'll show you what I mean. For I am not, there's no contraction. So that one will be easy. You don't have to worry about it. You are not. And in the contracted form, we would say you aren't. So you have to be absolutely sure to pronounce the negative ending in the contraction. You aren't. And he is not, we can say that, but we often say the contracted form. When we speak and when we write, we often use the contracted form. So we say, he isn't, she is not, or we can say, she isn't, it is not, it isn't, we are not, we aren't. You see how I bring that negative ending right to the end and pronounce the N and the T? They are not, or the contraction, they aren't. So you guys have to pronounce those contractions exactly like that. Okay, so now let's do some practice sentences to practice this in context. Okay, all you have to do is listen carefully and repeat the following sentences after me. They aren't cousins. She isn't a secretary. We aren't twins. It isn't clean. You aren't the boss. He isn't a policeman. We aren't proud of it. My school bag isn't in my locker. David isn't here. Max and Melanie aren't in the house. Sandra and Karen aren't teachers. It isn't fair. You aren't on the list. He isn't a doctor. They aren't in a meeting. She isn't very fast. They aren't very friendly. He isn't on vacation this week. It isn't necessary. She isn't a nurse. They aren't ready for the test. The cat isn't under the bed. My shoes aren't dirty. My brother isn't a student. The car isn't in the garage. The eggs aren't broken. The milk isn't in the fridge. He isn't joking. Mike isn't serious. The boys aren't at the park. It isn't my birthday today. Jenny and I aren't hungry right now. It isn't too late. The cake isn't in the oven. She isn't at the library. He isn't at school today. We aren't happy about it. It isn't worth it. They aren't in bed. You aren't late for class. My book isn't in my locker. They aren't worried about the test tomorrow. It isn't a good reason. Diane isn't mad at you. Toby and I aren't busy, so we can help you. And that's all you have to do to pronounce those negative contractions with the verb to be in the present tense. It's as easy as that. So if this lesson helped you, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can like the video and you can press the notification bell so that you know when I put up another video for you. You can leave a comment down below, you can ask a question, or you can make a suggestion about another word that you might like to see, or a letter combination that you might like to see in the pronunciation exercises. Currently, there are many exercises there for you to practice. You can go on my channel and flip through the lessons that are there and do the ones that you have most difficulty with, or you can do all of them, which is probably a better solution, a better suggestion that I can give you. Okay, also something new, I have a new Facebook page. So you can go and like my Facebook page. I'll be putting up a lot of good things in English to help you. The page is called Learn English with Julie Lachance, the same as my YouTube channel. It's the same name. So you can go over there and like my Facebook page, and I will see you guys on Facebook. Also, if you need some extra help and you want to improve your English quickly, you can get yourselves a copy of Basic English. This is the 3rd edition, published by McGraw-Hill and available everywhere, including Amazon. This book is loaded with tons of exercises that are full of vocabulary words that'll really help you improve your English quickly. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. Is that on my face, that arrow key? Well, now it's not. So this book will support you while you're learning with the answer key at the back. It is a progressive learning tool. So I strongly suggest that you start at the beginning on the first page, you complete every single page right through to the end of the book, okay? Don't jump around in the book, start at the beginning and work straight through. You'll see an enormous improvement in your English comprehension. Also, if you are having difficulty understanding your verb tenses, which I can hear you all saying, yes, you're having difficulty, but you don't need to have difficulty because this book is specially designed to help you master your English verb tenses. Okay, these are great exercises in here. You'll be able to understand them and work on your own. However, I will be putting up a couple of exercises from this book sometime in the future, near future, I hope. And so we can do them together. And if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, the answer key is also at the back to support you and help you while you are learning through this book. All right. So I hope all of that information helped you and the lesson helped you as well. So I'm going to wish you guys a very pleasant evening, and I will see you, you know where, in the next lesson. So goodbye for now.